Please welcome with thunderous round of applause, DTM Rupinder Singh. Rupinder Singh, where you find yourself in 5 years? Where you find yourself in 5 years? Rupinder Singh.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Such an irritating question. In fact, it is so irritating that I feel like picking up a baseball bat and asking, forget about my 5 years. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 minutes? Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, for ages, this question and I have played a game of cat and mouse amongst each other. This is the story of how I found my answer to this question. The genesis of the story lies in 2005 in a client call. I had reasoned with the client for over 2 months, finally got them to agree on our terms and conditions, only for my boss to walk into the room and mess the deal up so bad that the client did not want to talk with us anymore. You know how that made me feel? I wanted to reach for my baseball bat, walk into the cabin of my boss and ask him again, where do you see yourself in 5 minutes? As I was reminiscing about the oddly gratifying scenario of me smashing his head to a pulp, my phone rang. It was my client. She asked me how I felt, and I said, I don't know. She said that we will never do business with you again, that is for sure. But I want you to remember one thing. I know you're feeling very upset today, but answer this one question. Will all of this matter 5 years from now? Will all of this matter 5 years from now? Perhaps that was the first step towards answering the question, where do I see myself in 5 years? In 2010, 5 years later, an opportunity presented itself in a different organization with a different leader. I was having lunch and he told me about this organization called Toastmasters. In his own limited understanding of this organization, he said that Toastmasters is the place where you improve your communication skills. Then he dropped the bombshell. He thought I should join Toastmasters. I almost choked on my food. Me? Communication skills? I am a self-respecting instructional designer. Communication is my bread and butter. Well, at least my bread, if not my butter. I don't need Toastmasters. My leader said I should join Toastmasters yesterday. I felt like reaching for my baseball bat again. But in the interest of career continuity, I put that thought to rest. I said I'll join it tomorrow. He said he will join it yesterday. He was really optimistic. He thought I could go back in time and change things. That did not happen. I did not join yesterday or today or the next day or the next week or the next month or the next year until finally in 2015 I joined this organization called Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, not one day passes and I don't feel like hitting myself on the head with this baseball bat. As to what I was doing for all those 5 years, I will tell you what I was doing. Back in 2010, I was focusing too much on my functional skills. I wanted to be at the cutting edge of technology as far as my domain was concerned. But in doing so, I was missing out on sharpening my skills on things like how to communicate, how to persuade, how to inspire. These were the things that I learned in 2015 when I joined Toastmasters. It would have been a very different world. Who knows, if I had known about Toastmasters back in 2005, maybe I would have handled that call better. Maybe my organization would not have lost a client forever. Who knows, if I listened to my leader in 2010, perhaps you could have seen a better leader within 5 additional years of leadership experience. And who knows, if I did the kind of introspection and hankering in 2015, if I had done that 2 decades ago, today you might be listening to a world champion of public speaking. Point is, no one knows. But I found the answer to my question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because all you need to do is go back in time 5 years, see what you did, see what you wanted to do, and then decide what are you going to do out of what you wanted to do, and whether it is going to matter 5 years from now. Fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished guests, it took me the better part of my professional life to figure out the answer to my question. Don't let that happen to you. Join Toastmasters. Do not wait for another 5 years. As for this baseball bat, do what it is suited for. Hitting the ball out of the park. So once again, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?